missed yesterday's upload, we looked at the top 4 blitz metas in Madden 22, the 3-3-5 wide, 2-4-5 odd, the zero blitz meta, and the loop blitz contained metas, and most importantly, how to block those. But right after I did that upload, I actually faced a player online that had a unique approach to their cover zero blitz meta, and arguably it was one of the best cover zero blitzes I had faced all year. So I hopped in the lab and I wanted to share with you guys some findings, and this is actually going to bring back a old legacy blocking setup that I've used in my offenses for almost 15 years now playing Madden. So on the other side of the intro, we're going to get into exactly what that is. What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. So yesterday I was uploading that video. A lot of you guys really liked that particular video showing you guys how to block the meta blitzes. But unfortunately, I hopped onto Twitch in the afternoon and I faced an opponent not once, but twice. I kind of think I might have been stream sniped, that was running a very, very unique twist to the heavy zero blitz meta. Now, most of you are accustomed to facing mid blitz, but if you were to ask me, the better play to call this particular approach out of is actually cover one hole. And that is what I faced yesterday. Now, you guys know me as an under center player. I've been playing Madden since 2008. I've been under center basically 13 or 14 out of the 15 plus years that I've been playing this game. And this year is no different. I run the X Nasty, and just yesterday, simply put, my blocking formula failed. So I hopped in the lab and I figured out exactly what I was not doing. Now, let's go ahead and break down, starting off with a play like verticals. Typically, when I'm facing a 7-man or a 6-man pressure where the user touches the center for a short amount of time before peeling back in coverage, that's considered a 7-man pressure. And the approach that they are using is they're trying to send 6. And what they're trying to do is use their user to have 6 rushers. Their user is the 7th for a short period of time, occupying a lineman, taking him out of the equation and leaving the running back, the offensive guards, and the offensive tackles, which are 5 players, to block the actual 6 rushers that they want to send. This puts the math in their advantage, guaranteeing the pressure. So yesterday I faced a player who was running cover one hole, and he was global blitzing his linebackers, but the twist that he had on this is that he was crashing his defensive line down. Now, there's no visual difference in that at this point in time, but once he pressed, you'll notice that the play art created a double twist of his inside linebackers and his defensive tackles. Now, on top of that, he was taking his user, blitzing him, and coming down over the center and basically standing on the left side shoulder, so his blitz angle was going to the left. Now, what this ended up doing is it made it so my running back ended up looking interior when I was going to a 7-man protection. So obviously right here, I understood, okay, he's mugging with his 7th player, but sending 6 and peeling back late in the play with his user. That means I have to block 7 to block 6, unfortunately, because his 7th player as his user must be accounted for in that particular formula. So the math is in his advantage when he was doing this. Now, I want you to notice in a situation here with the running back. Take note of his blocking angle. Notice that it's kind of in the middle, right? Or the block angle is kind of going straight back from behind him. And with this particular approach, there are setups where if you can mug with your user, it makes the running back look to the inside and guarantees pressure off of the edge, which is what I came across over and over and over. And what really, really stung about this is that I tried a few different things against this same approach. So I would block the running back, I would motion the tight end across the formation and block him. But again, this formula continued to come in time and time and time again. So once again, what he was doing is he was just basically putting his user down here, kind of standing, on the left side shoulder of this center. And he was just mugging and occupying. And when I did this, you ended up with free runners. Now, right there, that actually looked pretty good in terms of our pass protection, but it wasn't so hot for me yesterday. So let me show you guys something that most of you probably don't know about this game unless you're an under center player year after year like I am. So we talked about that running back blocking angle. With that blocking angle being straight up the middle, I strongly feel that what that does is it puts the running back in a spot where sometimes he looks the wrong direction. So what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna show you a play action play. Now, I'm a hot route master player, so I call whatever play I want and I'll set up my route combos. If there's a play action plays are actually notorious for having some pretty decent and unique routes on them. What I will typically do when I'm facing somebody who does this over the years I have been playing this game is I will actually use the running back blocking angle from a play action play because it's different. Thank you for checking out this free content over here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure that you guys also check out my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault update, we go over the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counteract those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every game plan on the site all year long for just a low price of $9.95 a month. And you guys get access to our Discord channel, where we have members of the Gridiron Game Plans community chatting daily, helping each other get better at the game. And this also includes a lab session every single Wednesday night on the channel. So make sure you guys get over to the website. If you guys are looking for the best escape artist defense in the community, you have to look no further. gridirongameplans.gg. Now back to the video. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go into really any under center play action. This is not an X nasty thing. This is literally any formation under center in the game, a play action play of your choosing. And we're going to set up that blitz again. So it was global blitz, crash your line inside, press, and then they were bringing their user down and kind of occupying here on the left shoulder, right? And they were basically trying to touch the center up. Now, again, we still have to have that mathematical blocker count of 7. But I want you to notice that the running back, when we block him in a play action play, his block angle is exaggerated to the outside, which puts him in a much better spot to not get fooled by this setup. So when we snap this ball, you see how this blocking is actually wonderful, just purely perfect for what we want. Now, yesterday when I played that player, I didn't think to do that. I kind of had a brain fart moment where I just trusted my process. But there are more tools in your tool belt as an under center player for blocking the meta blitzes that exist in this game than there are in shotgun. That is such a major misconception about under center players. You oftentimes hear, I can't play under center, I just get blitzed. Well, the truth is, if you're under center, you actually have more blocking schemes available to you to pick up your meta blitzes that you face than you do if you're in the shotgun. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So let's call a regular shotgun pass just very quickly. You saw right there, we had the running back block it to the left side in that under center play where we just blocked him as a play action. Rather than carrying out that play fake, we blocked him and he had that exaggerated angle. Let's go ahead and go into the shotgun and show you a play where maybe the running back takes a play action fake and slides across the formation. So I'm going to go ahead and run PA crossers. We're going to modify this by condensing down the tight end to an inline tight end as if this were a trips tight end style formation. And we're going to run this against the same blitz meta. So once again, what they were doing is they were calling cover one hole. They were global blitzing their linebackers, crashing their defensive line inside and pressing. Now you'll also notice here that this blitz works a little bit differently against shotgun than it does under center. You don't see the twist angles, but the same approach can be used against this. So again, if you kind of mug over the center, you know, kind of occupy that left shoulder and touch up the center. Now I've got the running back on a blocking assignment to the left, but you'll notice that it's not the same. It kind of blocks left and up the middle, right? So that's going to be obviously the tell that's about to happen. I'm going to block the tight end. So we got 7 versus 7. And when I snap this ball, you are going to notice very, very quickly that this doesn't work nearly the same. So you see right here, again, you're going to get hit right off of that play fake. There's no time to carry that out. I'll show that to you again. This is not the same situation whatsoever. So once we mug down here, blitz our user, and we put him here, lock him in. I'm going to motion this tight end down, block him, and we've got this running back sliding across the formation in terms of, you know, the play action style blocking. Now, if we do this little half play fake here, you should notice, see if I can get this ball snapped. Here we go. Hold the right controller. When you do this here, you see here that, yeah, we got a little bit of a cut block. So it's similar in terms of, you know, what it's trying to achieve, but it's so narrow in terms of your margin for error compared back to that under center setup where you actually had a pocket around you. Very, very different, right? And you're going to find that throughout the game that this is basically true. If I were to take a, for instance, this play action play, let's run something else here. Let's call that same defense. But this time I'm going to call a formation like maybe PA read. So it's a play action blocking scheme. Global blitz our linebackers, crash inside, press. This time we have that twist again. Occupy right here. lock him in. I'm going to block my running back this time. So now he's just doing a regular blocking assignment. And I'm going to block my tight end here as well. So with this particular setup, you're going to see here, that actually did a pretty solid job if we're being honest. So you wouldn't actually carry out the play fake, but if you wanted to float a running back on a play action blocking scheme to the left side, you'll notice that the interior blockers do a little bit better job. Now I'm going to compare that very quickly here to 4 verticals. 4 verticals, which is a generic passing scheme. And we're going to set up the exact same blitz here. So once again, I'm going to blitz my user. I'm going to occupy this center. I'm going to stand close to offsides as possible. And I'm going to try to touch up that center and drop back. And right there, that actually looked pretty good as well. Now, again, the issue is here with the shotgun that you kind of are going to struggle a little bit to run the ball against this meta. I find that under center, the thing about this meta is that it invites the stretch so much. You basically have 5 guys inside the guards and you're running an outside zone. In the shotgun, you've got an inside zone. That's really the only viable run that you could call here. A trap's not going to work. A base is probably going to not work for you here in this situation. I'm not saying it's impossible to pick it up from the shotgun. I'm just saying that in terms of being under center, you have more ways to attack this blitz meta for what it is, which is really, really aggressive, trying to guarantee pressures. And it can guarantee pressures against specific under center plays. However, when you go into those play action plays and you base out of those, you unlock a completely different result in terms of how your blocking sets up. So I hope that you guys liked today's video. I know a lot of you guys are shotgun based players, so maybe it didn't apply to you, but a lot of you guys that follow me do run under center because that's what I am comfortable in. I've always been comfortable in it. I like to have that threat of the run, the pass, not only, you know, just the run, but left, right, and middle, as opposed to in shotgun, it's basically inside zone. And then obviously the play action off of it. So I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys Monday with our next video upload. Until then, this is And. Get in the lab and good luck.